We're gonna check everything about this Garmin 1050. This is the 1040 with solar. The 1050 doesn't come with solar, so battery life is worse than the 1040, but the screen is way better, so let's go cycling. So big thumbs up for the beautiful cycling weather here today. So it is so nice. Both units are of course very good, also very expensive. I'll go inside and compare them both, just checking all the new functions on this 1050 compared with the 1040. Look at this view. But first, how does it look on the bike? Now in front it's kind of the same as it was with the 1040. This is my specialized Ethos bike, by the way. Nice S-Works edition. This is 1040, this is the 1050, and just want to make some shots for you so you can see how it looks on the bike, because that's of course also important. And by the way, both units are set to 100% brightness, so 1040 and also 1050. And here you see it with the 840 solar edition, so next to the 1050, and this is the 540, so almost the same, a little bit dusty because I don't use it hardly, without the touch of course, but the cheapest option of those four. Oh, let me just put it like this. I think if you are a lightweight biker like me on the Ethos S-Works, then yeah, perhaps the 1050 will be a little bit too big for you. And it is, yeah, the 840 is touch, it has navigation, it has the Climb Pro, it has everything that you need, but it's older and it's way smaller, and that's what most people will like about this 840 great unit. So this won't be a typical video. I will compare it with all kind of units. This is the Hammerhead, perhaps you know it, also a very bright screen. And in this video you will see that this new 1050 isn't the best piece for all riders. Perhaps we should just start with that, because this unit, I paid $750 for this. 750 euros. I think that will also be the amount in dollars. And if you buy the bundle set, so with the heart rate monitor, etc., it is $100 more. So that is really, really, really expensive. Let me just sit down for that, just to think about that number. That's quite a lot. You get a lot. It's beautiful, this 1050, but yeah, if you are searching for a good deal on the 1040, not the solar edition but the normal one, I think you will get a way better deal if you look at price quality, or quality price, just how you want to hear it. And if you are looking for example, a 540 or even a 530, so that is a Garmin with kind of navigation without touch but an older model, then you can also see lots and lots and lots of information on your Garmin. It's lightweight, it's not, yeah, perhaps that's good enough for you. And this 840 again with solar, this is still also expensive, but for me, I just want to have the best unit, like, yeah, always on my bikes, but also for the runs. This is the Garmin 965, my tri watch, but I also have some complaints about this one, but that will be later in this video. So I will now make this screen very, very, very bright. I told you that this was the brightest thing that you could have on the bike, but that was wrong. This is the most, yeah, the brightest screen that you have on the 1050 and the 1040, so quite a big difference. But this looks so nice and so awesome, and of course it works perfectly. I have here like one button on the right, which we all know from the 1040. In the middle the charge port, and there's the next button. Here's the on off button, also the same on the 1040. backside. To be honest, I think 1040 looks better on the backside. This is real metal, this isn't metal, but yeah, this is of course a little bit lighter. If you want to see the other units, it's like this. So let's fix that big question about battery life. Garmin claims that it has 20 hours battery life with everything put on and 60 hours in battery safe mode on the 1050. That is enough for my rides, but I spoke to one rider last week who did a ride of I think 23 hours. He did 620 kilometers. Yeah, really. Just in 24 hours, but he was on the bike so long. And my complaint about this one, I was running with this watch, so my Garmin 965. I did the Ironman with it and it lasted throughout the whole Ironman, so I use it while swimming, the 4 kilometers almost, 180 kilometers cycling and the marathon. It wasn't empty, it was still good, but I wasn't using headphones on my 965, and also it wasn't always connected of course with the power meter on the bike, etc. So it lasted. But now I used it this week on a big run, and it failed. The last 20 kilometers running, it was just shut down. So that was not so good. It was a 100 kilometers run for me. That was my longest run ever. And I was connected and I was navigating on the watch because it was a new route. And I had the headphones on. So then this one wasn't enough. So this should be 20 hours. With everything put on. Garmin claims that. Normally what you see, that it's then real life perhaps 15 hours, perhaps 14. That will be a long test. Waiting on the channel, so please subscribe. So that's battery life. For me this is the best choice because 15 hours in a ride. I don't think I will do longer than that. Of course, if you do multiple day rides without if you don't want to charge it, then it will be hard. If you do a multiple day ride on a gravel bike and you'll sleep in a tent and you don't have anything to charge your stuff, also not your phones, etc., then it will be hard. I think a 1040 or even the 840 will be better. Oh yeah, the swiping, just checking how this works. So what you can see is that this works quite fast on both units. A little bit slacky here. Yeah, it isn't that fast. How is it here on the 1040? Yeah, perhaps 1040 is a little bit faster, but I think the 1050 is more zoomed out. So do it like this. Let's do it like this. But there are also more details on the 1050, I think. But it is not, you see, it is working. It's not that fast. So just checking the screens, elevation, the heart rate. This screen, I like this screen. Estimated distance is different. That's quite strange. Stamina also different. Just checking how they look both here. And that was it. If you want to stop it or just want to check some things, we go back. If you want to like bell, that's the bell unit. Is quite hard. That's the panic button. You can just push it and then tell other people that there's something there, a pothole, slippery road, but yeah. And then you can report it. All kind of emergent functionalities, of course. Here we can just change it to another ride. You see the very bright colored screens and a very nice graphics underneath. Is it a nice bike? It's not it's an old bike, an old indoor bike. How's the mountain bike? Also not the newest. The road bike, it's an old road bike beneath that. That's what I don't like. It looks older than my Ethos, so that's kind of old. Tomorrow we're gonna do this ride. Oh. Then now it's connected to the power meter. And then this is the ride we're gonna do. It's in Limburg. It's not the Amstel Gold, it is like going through Germany, a little bit Belgium. Yeah, just see how fast this. It is fast enough for me. It's very, very nice. So down part of the Netherlands, so we're gonna do this route tomorrow. So quite a nice one with 2000 meters elevation. Loss and gain almost 1908. And then this works like always. Do you want to start navigate to the beginning of the course? I never do that. Actually no, I never do that. Just do this one and then we are good to go and go navigating. So just pushing some stuff so you can see everything. Now also with two hands. So we have here the workouts, which we can just go and start. Power guide segments. So all kinds of segments, and we can just go there and just check it all out, get the notifications. Like this, we can just check that all out. Training, navigations, categories. Let me just check it for you. What can we see? Perhaps some parks. So I don't know where the parks are here, so let me just see. Eckarthof, never heard of this. How does it go? Where are we? Oh, it is over there. Yeah, and then we go just back. The parks. Yeah. I think mostly you know the stuff. Menu. Profile, you can just, it's just kind of the same. Sensors, I connected to Stride. Stride is for running. It is connected to this one. Don't really know why. Yeah, because it came from the watch. It's my Stride on my running shoes, so the power meter on my running shoes. These are the power meters that it is a lot, but I test a lot of stuff. The stats. So you get very nice colored screens again on all the stuff. So this is the graph I'm looking for. That's quite nice, but this is low. So tomorrow we're gonna change that. That was recovery time. Still 13 hours to go, and the notifications are on. The stress score, I don't use this every day, every second and every minute, so the stress score is kind of hard for me. The fitness age today, you can just see everything. The records, training zones. This is just how to check it and also how you set it up. Safety, of course, very important. Needs to be set up, and then you can it just works like always. If you just are suddenly stopped and it thinks you have an accident, you see the notification in the screen, and then you have like 5 seconds to just dismiss that, or it will go off and it will send a message to your emergency contact if you have an emergency contact in this unit and you put it on your activity. So we have, of course, lots of live track usage. That's very nice. The group ride is the new cool function, newer function. And then we also have the bike alarm, and you can say also set up a password. The extended display, of course we know that, sorry, the battery, so yeah, you can connect it of course with Wi-Fi, but you know that I think. So remaining 9 hours, and now it's 39 hours, and you saw it turning very, very dark. So let's put it on for this video's sake. Yeah, you saw this. I can put this on auto brightness, then it also will be very, yeah, not very dark, but darker. You can, yeah, check everything. I just want to check all the buttons so you can just see it, and you can just, of course, tune almost everything on this 1050 cycling and other maps. The compass with the 8 that you have to turn, the units, height, day of the week, when does it start, yeah, language, do you know, wanna know, yeah, you know, it's Garmin, it has the most languages that, yeah, you can ever want, I think. About, you see on later times, perhaps you see this video in like 1 year. I have this software version with no updates. I checked that before the start of this video, and then we are here, and then yeah, we have here some nice screens, so that's better as on the 1040. And when we are on the navigation screen, you just do this and you can, yeah, all those nice thing, high traffic roads. No, I will put that off, but Climb Pro, of course, we like the Climb Pro. And we are still doing the activity, so this is still the lab functionality. This is just put it off, stop the activity. It's not that interesting, but we just say discard without saving, and then we are here again. Also showing you like all those stats, but not everything, because we have the Garmin Pay functionality. I don't use Garmin Pay on the watch and on this Garmin. I will not go and use this, I think. Perhaps later on, if you subscribe to the channel, you will see later on what I'm gonna use about this unit. Also the long duration activity with everything put on, just see how good the battery is. But Garmin Pay, it's just not for me. The Garmin IQ store has lots of cool stuff and screens and all kind of functionality, so that's something I recommend. Then what's new on this unit? Not only that it's not metal, but this is changeable. So if you use this for a long time, this is, yeah, of course not a good example, perhaps my 840. Yeah, if you use that a long time, this will, yeah, it will make some noise when it's put in the holder, and it can also become an actual problem on this 1015. Then you can just replace this, so that's really nice of Garmin. So you can use this longer, good for everything. And again, after paying $750 or $850, I think you want that. So then you already saw this screen when you just flip this down, and the touch is really good. So this is very fast, of course, better than on the 1040. Sensors, connectivity, battery life, very fast. GPS, of course, all the GPS settings. That will be a different video, and also put the link below this video to the complete review of this unit. Yeah, you can see, you can, yeah, like on the 1040 and the 840 and the 830, everything. Yeah, you can of course change all kind of profiles. This is again this stuff, just the settings. Connect the phone. The phone is also a thing I don't really use on my Garmin products. I just want to go do some sports and not be bothered with all kind of messages. The sounds are of course important on this unit, because you don't need a bell anymore. The climb, the weather is of course, yeah, this is so cool. There we go again. Not connected, yeah, you can see that. And again, here's the Garmin Pay. Now I think, yeah, I think we have everything. I think so. You saw the in-ride alert, so you can just tell people that there's something difficult, something like a pothole. I think that's kind of nice, but I also will have to check that later on while doing lots of rides, how good that really is, and people will go and use that, and that will be a later video. Yeah, and all things for your trainings, like VO2 max training, how good the training is, the acclimatization to heat, and also height. That's of course also something Garmin is really good at. Differences in looks. I already saw that on the bike, but this is just the two units connected together. And last unit and functionality is this stuff. So missed notification, that is not on. History, I don't know why you want to see it all. You can see, like, is it here? Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, here it is. No, it isn't. Yeah, this was the Garmin 965 stopped at 80 kilometers, 81.54, and then I started on the same Wednesday. I started the. Let me check it. Oh, it is an. I calculated. I measured the rest of the run, of the 100 kilometers run, on Strava itself on my phone. So it's not even here in Garmin, but this is the run that I did. Perhaps it's nice to see. Didn't check it on this unit. So I was running for 8 hours on this piece. Totally I ran for 10 hours and I think 15 minutes. Average speed 10.3 kilometers max. That is wrong. That's kind of strange. I don't know that. Cadence, well, running, heart rate, maximum, average, very low, because of course for a long run. Calories, yeah, lots and lots and lots of sweat. Can I see the laps? No, that's not interesting. Yeah, this is just this functionality. It was just a long run, which I really loved. And again, here are we again on the weather, which is of course important if you are just out on the road. Well, they also tell us at Garmin, and that is uploading to Strava, that it's way easier connecting with Wi-Fi. It's easier, it will be better. That also, yeah, it was good for me first time, but it will need a longer time to just make up my final mind about that. So that's it. The Garmin 1050, already getting a little bit dark here outside. Again, thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video. What I do think about the 1050, I think it's just fabulous. I think it's perfect. I was critical and I am still critical about the price. I think nobody needs this. Almost nobody needs this, of course. But it's cool if you compare cycling with other sports like road racing. Expensive sports. If you're riding horse, doing racing with the car, that's more expensive, but cycling is of course an expensive sport. I think if you buy a bike of like 5k, 10k, even sometimes 20k, some people are just buying that. They have lots of clothes, all kind of stuff, and then this is also 750, so that's really expensive. But I was clear about it. For me, it's just my passion. I like it and I just want to go for this unit. But that's all we want right now. There will be in the future, I think, perhaps an 850, a 1060, a 550. But for now on, I think this Garmin 1050 is the best unit in quality. Price quality, it's not good, but in quality, of course, what do you want more? It's so beautiful. But again, that was an old screen of the bike and we don't really like that, but this is just so nice. And a beep, you don't need a bell because you can just push it and ring the bell, so that's good. Thanks again for watching. Really thank you for subscribing. Hit the thumbs up notification and subscribe to see the long endurance test on this 1050.